हेलो गाइस, मैं हूँ एनी और मेरे आंगन में आप सबको खुशामदीद। अगर आपने मेरा चैनल अभी तक सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया तो किस चीज़ की देर है गाइस, जल्दी से सब्सक्राइब कीजिए। और यस, अगर आपने मेरी लास्ट वीडियो नहीं देखी तो वो ज़रूर देखिएगा, क्योंकि ये वीडियो आपको उसी की कंटिन्यूटी मिलेगी। ये आप सही सोच रहे हैं, कैडबरी वर्ल्ड का पार्ट 2 आप अभी देखने जा रहे हैं, जिसमें आपको मोस्ट इंटरेस्टिंग चीज़ें नज़र आने वाली हैं गाइस। आपको आगे बहुत अच्छे अच्छे ट्रैवल व्लॉग्स देखने को मिलेंगे, तो गो लाइक, सब्सक्राइब एंड शेयर माय व्लॉग्स, ताकि आपके साथ साथ आपकी अपनी फैमिली भी फ्री में मेरे व्लॉग्स को एंजॉय कर सके। तो चलिए आज का व्लॉग स्टार्ट करते हैं कैडबरी वर्ल्ड की कंप्लीट हिस्ट्री के साथ।
At first, it was very difficult because I had to pay high taxes on the cocoa beans, and then on top of all that, I had to move out of Crooked Lane and into another factory here in Bridge Street. That's when my brother Benjamin joined me, and together we formed Cadbury Brothers. With more space, we could now prepare a cocoa powder and an eating chocolate that could be packed and sold. Soon after, my eldest son, Richard, joined the company. Having Richard with us made all the difference. He saw to it that the quality of our cocoa improved, introduced new products, and even opened a shop in London. Our efforts were rewarded when we received our first royal warrant from Queen Victoria. That was when my younger son, George, joined us.
George introduced many benefits for the workforce, such as half-day holidays, a sick club, and many improvements in the factory.
And Richard, your new designs for our packaging were a huge success.
Well, we had to try something different, just to get ourselves recognized, Father, as we were still a small company. Our aim was to manufacture only the highest quality cocoa and chocolate.
I know, and I could tell you some stories of less scrupulous producers who added brick dust to their cocoa.
Ours was still gritty, but we only added sugar to take away the bitter taste and starch to absorb the fat. However, George had heard of a new kind of cocoa press. He went to Holland in 1866, saw the press being used and brought one back.
The Van Houten Press.
Oh yes, Father. You see, because we could extract more of the cocoa butter, there was no need for more additives. Not only was our cocoa essence more palatable, but also output increased.
The Bridge Street factory was now too small to cope, and we had to expand somewhere else.
It shared the same vision to build our new factory in a garden setting, away from the smoke and grime of the city. We called our new factory Bourneville. We opened our new factory in 1879, and were faced with many more challenges as the size of our workforce increased. As the company prospered, we introduced bonuses, such as payment for output and punctuality, a 5.5-day week, pension schemes, works committees, training, and many other benefits.
I sent my son George to Switzerland to find out how chocolate was made using fresh milk.
Soon after, Cadbury were able to manufacture chocolate with a much higher milk content that rivaled even the best Swiss products.
That was when we launched our most important new brand. We called it Cadbury's Dairy Milk. It became so popular with its distinctive taste that sales exceeded all our best expectations. And within a short while, it had become our best-selling chocolate. In 1919, we merged with From, and the company went from strength to strength.
And so we see that big things have their roots in the smallest beginning.
तो गाइस, देखा आपने कैडबरी वर्ल्ड की क्या हिस्ट्री थी और डेयरी मिल्क कैसे बनी। सी गाइस, इस वीडियो से आपको एक ये सबक तो ज़रूर मिलेगा कि आप जितनी मेहनत करेंगे उतना कम है, और जितनी ज़्यादा मेहनत करेंगे उसका फल आपको इस दुनिया में ज़रूर मिलेगा गाइस। और मेहनत भी ऐसी होनी चाहिए जिसका फल आपकी नस्लों तक चले। तो मेरी इस बात को आज का लेसन समझ के ज़रूर इम्प्लीमेंट कीजिएगा। सी गाइस, छोटी छोटी गेम्स इंस्टॉल की हुई हैं इन लोगों ने, जिसमें आपको अगेन चॉकलेट की हिस्ट्री से रिलेटेड और चॉकलेट कैसे बनती है, इसमें क्या क्या इंग्रेडिएंट्स आते हैं, वो सारी चीज़ें इन्होंने इंस्टॉल की दी हैं, ताकि आपको आइडिया होता रहे कि कैडबरी वर्ल्ड में आपको कौन कौन सी चॉकलेट्स किस किस इंग्रेडिएंट्स के साथ मिलती है। तो गाइस चले चलते हैं, अब देखते हैं कि इस काउंटर में ये क्या डेमो देने वाले हैं। गाइस चॉकलेट कैसे बनती है इसका पूरा प्रोसीजर आपको ये डेमो देने लगे हैं इस टाइम पे। और इस टाइम काउंटर की गंदगी के ऊपर मत जाना बिल्कुल भी, क्योंकि ये चॉकलेट एडिबल नहीं है। एडिबल चॉकलेट मुझे आगे मिलेगी, वो मैं आपको ज़रूर दिखाऊंगी काउंटर। तो चले चलते हैं कि कैसे हमें अपना एक कंप्लीट डेमो देते हैं। अभी फिलहाल दे आर
Ghana to England, the people when they were just slightly ripe, when they got to England, they'd be nice and rosy. But these are the cocoa pods, and inside are the cocoa beans. I think there'd be about 14 each one. You need lots.
So how much do you need?
Lots. Yeah, it's working. I just think it's quite. Just like they did over 100 years ago, 120 years ago, this is how they would have made chocolates. So over to you.
So to pour out the hot chocolate, it would come out normally about 50 degrees, but we want to cool it down to 27 or 28 so we can put it in the mould fine. We're going to pour it onto a marble surface because marble conducts heat, so it will be able to cool it down quicker. We're going to spread it out. This is going to give it that shine, and when you put it into a mould, that snap when you bite into it, and just to cool it down as well. So now we're going to scoop it all up. Back then, the ladies would do this all day, every day. They'd be a whole lot quicker than I am. So we'll try it one more time.
As it cools, it gets thicker and stickier.
Yeah, and as it cools, it gets thicker and stickier, which is what we want.
If you let it cool without tempering it, it doesn't go shiny, does it? That's what makes it shiny.
You want the shine. You need that shine. It just means that the cocoa butter crystals are all aligned, and that's what gives it that snap. That's why you've got to get that shine. If you don't, I mean, if you put it straight into the mould from that temperature, it just stick.
Yeah.
It'd go very bitty, and it would go sort of like the grey brown colour.
Yeah.
And bend
So
it.
it's like matte, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. So this is a very important step.
Okay, don't worry. So back then they didn't have any thermometers, so they wouldn't be able to check the temperature. But normally they'll take their pinky finger, drop around the chocolate, feel for any warm spots, and then wipe it on the back of their wrist. Or if they were cheeky enough, they'd have a little bit of a taste. I'm not going to do that. Not recommend doing that. So this is the mould we're going to use. It's plastic. We'll be able to see at the back when it's clear, like frozen. But back then, these are the ones that we're using. They're like heavier. You can't see at the back. You've got to be more careful when taking them out and looking at them. Very strenuous on the wrist. And if you're tapping them, very loud. So 100 ladies doing that all day, every day, it's going to get very loud. We're not going to use that one. So I'm going to take my tempered chocolate. I'm going to put it into the mould. Only using a little bit of the mould. And now it's got some air bubbles in. We don't want the air bubbles. We're going to tap them out. Just going to get rid of all that excess chocolate. So now we're going to tap the chocolate. And as you can see, all the air bubbles have risen to the top. We don't want them. So now, if we weren't going to put anything in it, we would put these straight in the fridge to cool. But I'm going to show you a technique called shelling, where we just get rid of all of the chocolate and leave the outer shell so we can fill it. So we're going to tip it upside down, and if it doesn't fall, you can tell it has been tempered well. But we're going to make it rain. So, well, let's hope we make it rain. There we go. So, after that, what do you think would be the next step? After we've got rid of all the excess chocolate, what would you think the next step is?
Scraping it.
Ooh, yeah, we could scrape it. Anything else, do you think?
we figured.
Filling, yeah. So back then they didn't have any of the good stuff like caramel, strawberries and cream, cookies and cream. They'd use stuff like raisins, figs, fondant. But we're not going to use that because we've got the good stuff now. So then after filling it all up, they're going to take the excess chocolate because chocolate was too expensive to waste. And they're going to fill it all back up, cover it all. And then after doing that, we're going to just tap out the air bubbles again. Get rid of any excess chocolate. Here we go, and we're going to tap out the air bubbles again. There you go. And then we're going to get rid of any excess chocolate on the top. Back then they didn't have any refrigerators to store them or cool them down. Where do you think they'll put them? Bless you. So normally they'd store them in a basement or cellar, anywhere with marble or iron. Yeah, anywhere underground, anywhere cold. We're not going to do that. We're going to put them in the fridge.
तो गाइस देखा आपने, जो चॉकलेट हम एक सेकंड नहीं लगाते हड़प कर जाते हैं, वो कितनी ज़्यादा प्रोसेस से बनती है। गाइस एक छोटा सा काउंटर था जहाँ पे हमें फ्री में हमारी 3 डिफरेंट चॉकलेट्स हमारी अपनी चॉइस की हमें मिल रही थी। गाइस चॉकलेट हो और वो फ्री में भी हो तो इससे बड़ी क्या ही बात है। ये एक मिनी फैक्ट्री है जहाँ पे ये लोग खुशी खुशी डिफरेंट शेप्स में डिफरेंट टाइप्स की चॉकलेट प्रिपेयर कर रहे हैं ताकि वो छोटी छोटी शॉप्स में सेल कर सकें। गाइस ये एक इनकी कंप्लीट फैक्ट्री ही नहीं है, बच्चे कितना खुशी खुशी ये काम कर रहे हैं। चीज़ इनके खुश होने की वजह ये भी है कि इनको बहुत बेटर एनवायरनमेंट मिला हुआ है। चूँकि गाइस सबसे बिजनेस में सबसे बड़ी टैक्टिक्स ये होती हैं कि आप एक अच्छी एनवायरनमेंट में काम करें, आप अपने एम्प्लॉयज़ को एक बेस्ट एनवायरनमेंट दें, बेस्ट सैलरी दें, ठीक है, उनकी खुशी का ख्याल रखें ताकि आपकी प्रोडक्ट्स को जान लग सके। गाइस डिफरेंट शेप्स में इन्होंने डिफरेंट कैडबरी की रियल चॉकलेट्स थी जो कि इन्होंने डिस्प्ले में लगाई थी, यम्मी थी बहुत सारी। एग्जिट पे इन्होंने लिखा है डोंट मिस आउट आवर आउटसाइड अट्रैक्शन। गाइस आउटसाइड अट्रैक्शन में एक गेम थी जो कि मैं शूट नहीं कर पाई क्योंकि वहाँ पे फिल्मिंग अलाउ नहीं थी। एंड दिस वाज इट फॉर टुडे। लाइक सब्सक्राइब एंड शेयर ताकि नेक्स्ट व्लॉग को आप इजीली घर बैठे एंजॉय कर सके। तब तक के लिए अपनी दुआ में मुझे याद रखिएगा और अपना ज़रा ख्याल रखिएगा। टेक केयर, बाय।